Nah, 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 yo. We want our kids feeling good. This is for our kids, families and community, to make sure Lawton feels good. Thanks for your help to make sure Lawton feels good. Nah, 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 nah.
Hello, Lawton Community Schools families. This is your superintendent, Mr. Banfield. Last school year, I made mention to an idea or hope or intention that I had about providing some videos for our families. Unfortunately, that intention never quite came to fruition in full last year, but I'm going to make a renewed effort to do so this summer and this school year to provide some videos for our families. I feel like there's information out there that could be valuable for our families and our parents that are interested to follow along and that want to listen and learn a little bit. I would love to think that all of the well-crafted emails and communications that we send home are always gone through thoroughly and are fully understood, but I'm not naive enough to think that. And I don't want to break any teachers' hearts here, but I know as a parent receiving emails from schools, I'm not always going through them super thoroughly either. So as I considered ways to get information for our families that is better to consume, I thought people listen to podcasts. So I thought I'd give this a shot and have some digestible information in short bits that could be good for families and coming from a friendly or familiar face. I will share that I am personally not a podcast listener. I know many people are, but I don't know if this is a podcast or a video cast or what this even will be or will be considered. But just some disclaimers here. I can function with technology. I think I'm pretty good at my job responsibilities when it comes to technology. I am not a video editor. I am getting some assistance with that. So if this looks good, it's not because of me, likely. But that's a little bit of a lift. Also, another disclaimer is I don't have a big ego. I've never been one that's eager to get on the mic or to be in front of the camera. But certainly can do those things, but not something that I'm driven to do all the time. So it's a little bit of a lift that way too. But I do think it is worth it to give this a shot. If it helps some of our families learn a little bit more about some of the topics that we're going to cover, I think it's well worth it. Ultimately, I want our Lawton students to feel good. So the working title of this video series is Lawton Feels Good. And I just feel compelled to speak on some topics that I feel that folks should know and maybe try to generate some conversation and some dialogue and some deeper understanding to, and in the end, hopefully help our kids to feel better and feel good. I know there are a lot of podcasters and YouTubers out there, and I have my own opinions on that profession, I guess, if you want to call it that. But I'm not trying to be a content creator or get famous doing that by any means. My main focus is you, our Lawton families, and our Lawton students. If this helps somebody other than that, great. But I want our Lawton students to feel good. So what are these videos going to consist of? Just take a quick pause before proceeding, and I'm going to jump back in here after doing some review and edit, and I just felt compelled to just let parents know some of the topics that we're going to get into briefly here in this video are a little bit sensitive or maybe mature. So if you happen to have a young person next to you that's watching their superintendent on the screen and you wanted to be thoughtful on how you want to proceed, I just wanted to give you the heads up there, and we'll get back into it. Some potential topics that I'm targeting here are, I guess, partly are some district-specific things, some current events or highlighting some really cool things that our teachers and our kids are doing. But honestly, that wasn't the thing that initiated the idea for me here. It really was initially in my mind geared towards different topics that I know our kids and our families are dealing with, that I think some further dialogue could be really useful. Some things like when should students get cell phones, or how often should kids be on social media? Hopefully not, my personal opinion, not that much. There's a topic called sextortion that's really, really scary that I would love to give some information on. Nutrition and sleep, drive and capacity of our young people, some trends that our educators are seeing in kids nowadays, and just have some conversation about that. Some challenges of parenting and the power of saying no, and there's some really interesting research around that. But these are just some of the initial ideas that I had that maybe some further conversation and just watching a video on these things could spark some curiosity and have some thoughtfulness around. But as this thing gets rolling, if you have ideas or thoughts of topics that you think would be interesting for our families to learn more about, I would love to hear them. And I would love to learn more about it and share it in a future video. So just some examples here of maybe like a little bit of a deeper dive in some of these topics. That'll be future videos. Phones and social media. I know this is something that many families and students are tackling nowadays. And there's a lot of research out there. Just some things that I came across thus far. There's an estimated 500,000 online predators active each day. 500,000 online predators active each day. 82% of child sex crimes begin with the predator seeking and finding the victim on their phone through social media. Also, 3 hours a day on social media is said to double the chances of mental health problems like anxiety and depression. So if a child spends 3 hours on social media every day, the chances of them having anxiety and depression double. And I would like to think our kids are not spending 3 hours on social media a day, but the average hours of social media per day for kids right now is 3.5 hours. Again, this will be separate videos, but just a little bit deeper dive into social media and phones of like things that you can expect going forward. Similarly, I'd like to take a little bit deeper dive into the topic that I shared earlier about sextortion, and it's super, super scary. Sextortion is a crime, and it is adults usually masking themselves as a kid and creating a relationship with their intended victim and eventually coercing their victim into sending them explicit images online. Once they get them, they threaten to release them and basically ruin their lives unless they send them more pictures or money. The statistics I saw said there were 54,000 victims in 2024 of sextortion, and this is only growing each year. Ultimately, the result is that kids feel trapped. They made a mistake, did something they shouldn't have. They feel embarrassed about it. They feel like they can't turn and talk to anybody in their life about it because they're regretful and embarrassed. And the really scary thing, unfortunately, that it's led to suicide. And I do have some experience, unfortunately, with this topic in a previous district. And there are many cases that have happened right in Michigan and relatively locally. Again, this will be a upcoming video, but I would encourage you, if you weren't fully aware of sextortion, do a little research. And if you have a parent or if you have a student that has a phone and has social media, at least kind of broach this subject with them and let them know that the possibility of something like this coming along is there, and that you're always there to talk to them no matter what. I do have a fear in doing these videos. My fear is that this creates any perception that I know better or I am better or I do better. and just listen to me, and this is how we should do it. And I want to make sure that it's very clear that that's not the intention, and it's certainly not factual. I am a work in progress as a parent. I am a work in progress as a superintendent. And there's plenty of areas that I need to improve on. And my goal here is for us to think about these things and learn about them together. I have 3 children growing up in this community, in this school district. I want what is best for them. And similarly, I want what's best for all of our kids at Lawton Community Schools. And I think collectively, we all want that. And we all want them feeling good. So does this video series or tackling some of these topics and having conversations about them, does it really move the needle for our Lawton families? I don't know. I'm not sure if there's going to be much interest or much following along with these videos or how they'll be received. But again, if these videos resonate with one family or 2 families and they can take something away and have some more conversations with their kids or increase their cautiousness with some of these topics, to me, it's well worth it. I have a deep, deep love for Lawton, and I desire what is the very best for our students here in Lawton. And I want what's best for our kids, want what's best for our school district, want what's best for our community. So hopefully these videos will take us one step closer to being better and improving and making sure our kids feel good. So this was video number 1 of the Lawton Feels Good video series. I hope it piqued your curiosity and you will take a look at future videos. Thanks for the time spent watching, and thanks for the time for making sure that Lawton feels good.
Lawton feels good. Yeah. We want our kids feeling good. This is for our kids, families, and community to make sure Lawton feels good. Thanks for your help to make sure Lawton feels good.